Well, it's time for your weekly lesson in real American history from our friends at Hillsdale College. This week, we start a brand new series with Hillsdale College's online courses, Constitution 101, the meaning and history of the Constitution. You'll get an inside view of what the students of Hillsdale learn. It's one of their core courses of study and requirement, and today, no topic is more important, of course, than the Constitution of the United States. We'll begin today by learning about the principles and the meaning of the Declaration of Independence. Here's the president of Hillsdale College, Larry Arnn.
Vital causes are the things that we seek above all others, the things we would die for. If you read the Declaration of Independence, you will find that it comes in three parts. And in the first part, it states some universal principles, very beautiful. And in the second part, it contains a bill of particulars in 17 paragraphs about bad stuff the King of England did, which bad stuff justifies the making of America, throwing off the old government and adopting a new one. And those things are remarkably like the Constitution of the United States. What did the king do wrong? Well, he interfered with the legislature, which is a violation of the first step in all government, the making of laws, but also a violation of separation of powers, which is crucial to how the Constitution of the United States works. So separation of powers is important, and then he interfered with the people's ability to elect legislators. In other words, representation, a key feature of the Constitution of the United States. And then he interfered with the judges. He would ship people, arrest them for crimes and ship them off to England where they couldn't be tried by a jury of their peers, nor before judges who were independent of the executive branch, which more or less the king was. So you see, they're writing the Constitution right there. If you have a government that does these things, then you are justified to rebel against that government and to kill anybody who resists you. So it implies the Constitution. Now, what kind of thing? They are different, the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. They serve different functions. They also sound different in a very interesting way. The Declaration of Independence is really beautiful. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands that have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station, which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them. Isn't that a grand expression, the laws of nature and of nature's God? It's written like that. Also, it's not time-bound. When in the course of human events, that means any time in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people. That means any people, anywhere, anytime. The claim is what's going to follow in this document is right at all times. And so one way to think about the difference between the Declaration and the Constitution is it's a document about ultimate purposes, what they call in classic philosophy final causes. Final causes are the things that we seek above all others, the things we would die for. Well, the Constitution is not quite like that. The Constitution is, it provides a form of government. And when you read it, I regard it as beautiful and think I understand why it's beautiful. It has to do with its structure, which Madison says is the most important thing about it. But, on any given passage, right, it's full of details. Like there's a list in Article 1, Section 8, things the Congress can do. Well, post offices and post roads is among them. It's hard to write a beautiful sentence about that. No, this is a document about how the government's going to work, even how it's going to look. It looks like a thing that operates in three branches. If there's interviews going on in front of the White House, which there are every day on the nightly news, there's a picture of the White House in the background because that's where the president works and that's where executive things are done. And if there's something big in the Congress, then there's cameras looking up at the Capitol Dome because that's where the Congress operates and where the legislation is made. And the same for the Supreme Court building. In operation, the government looks like the Constitution. And so it's become a very great country in the course of its history. Beyond the imaginings, even, of the people who founded it, who were extremely ambitious people. They had the highest possible hopes. Right? Well, if that's true, there must have been some cause of it. But also, it's in that final purpose we serve that we have adopted. It's a purpose available to all human beings. We have adopted it for our own.
Truly is remarkable, isn't it? To sit here and learn real American history. Our friends at Hillsdale College have been doing this for quite some time. This new study is Constitution 101, the meaning and history of the Constitution, with Larry Arnn, brilliant man, the president of Hillsdale College. By the way, you can sign up today. It's free. Free. Gruber4Hillsdale.com. Gruber4Hillsdale.com. This is the kind of course that's never been more important than it is today. You see the headlines. You see the arguments, the battles. People that want to pack the Supreme Court or make changes or turn us into a socialist country. This is why these courses are so important and imperative to us now. So people understand why those courses are absolutely wrong. Gruber4Hillsdale.com. It's free. You can watch it for yourself, share with your children, share with your grandchildren or your neighbors or anyone you care to share the truth about America with. Hillsdale College works awfully hard on all of these things. They dig deep, they find the facts, and they bring them to you. Again, the new series, Constitution 101, the meaning and history of the U.S. Constitution. Get it free today. Gruber4Hillsdale.com. Quick break. We'll be right back.